Welcome to Mamahood After Trauma. I'm Emily, your host. Here we share strategies and inspiration to help you heal and grow with kindness and understanding. Let's dive in. This is Mamahood After Trauma. Hey there, Mama. Before we dive in, I want to remind you to grab your Unlocking Peace Guide, a free resource designed to help you start creating calm, reclaim your peace, and manage your triggers with ease. Head over to my website, the link is in the show notes, to download it now. Hey, friend, welcome back to the Mamahood After Trauma podcast. Today, we're diving into a topic that's been on my heart lately: female friendship and community, and why not all communities are created equal. Recently, I had an impromptu conversation with some ladies that I have been working with on a project about how tricky it can be to build meaningful connections when your nervous system has learned that community isn't safe. And honestly, it hit me hard because I've been there. I know what it feels like to crave connection, but also feel guarded, anxious, or even suspicious when people try to get close. And if you've experienced trauma, especially the kind that involves broken trust, building new friendships can feel like walking into a minefield. So today, we're talking about why your nervous system might be resistant to connection, how to gently create safety in relationships, and why the right, let me say that again, the right community is essential for healing and how to find it. So grab your coffee or your tea or whatever you love to drink, settle in, and let's get into it. Let's start here because this part is the part that doesn't get talked about enough. If you've experienced trauma, especially relational trauma, your nervous system may have learned that other people aren't safe. Maybe you grew up in a home where love felt conditional, or where vulnerability was punished instead of nurtured. Maybe you've been burned in friendships or relationships, leaving you feeling like you can't trust anyone. Here's the thing, though. When your body has been taught that relationships are dangerous, it's not just emotional. It's biological. Your nervous system is wired to detect threat. And if connection once felt like a threat, your body is going to sound the alarm when you try to build closeness with others. And that might feel like feeling tense or guarded around new people. Overthinking conversations and replaying them in your head afterwards over and over and over. Struggling to let people see the real you. Feeling emotionally exhausted after social situations. This isn't a failure on your part. It's your nervous system trying to protect you, and that's its job. But here's the truth. Healing happens in connection. The very thing that hurt you, broken trust, rejection, betrayal, is also where the deepest healing can happen. So, how do you create safety when your body is convinced that connection isn't safe? Well, first of all, we need to start with self-trust. Before you can trust others, you need to trust yourself, to listen to your gut and honor your boundaries. If someone feels off, don't gaslight yourself into ignoring that feeling. Learning to trust your own instincts is the foundation of feeling safe with others. Second, learning to regulate your nervous system first. It's hard to engage with others when you're in fight or flight mode. Simple techniques like deep breathing or grounding exercises or gentle movement, all tools in your trigger toolbox, can help bring your body back to a state of calm. When your body feels safe, it becomes easier to connect with others. Thirdly, take small steps. You don't have to dive into deep vulnerability right away. Start small, maybe by sharing a little bit about yourself or allowing someone to do something kind for you. And pay attention to how your body feels. If it's feeling too much, it's okay to pull back. Fourth, and this is the big kahuna, okay? Finding the right people. Not all communities are created equal. If you've ever been in a space where you felt judged, misunderstood, or like you had to perform to belong, you know the difference. Healing happens in spaces where you feel seen, accepted, and supported as you are. Not where you feel like you have to earn your place. Here's the thing, and I've said this a couple of times already. Healing does not happen in isolation. You can do a lot of healing work on your own, building awareness, learning regulation techniques, processing your experiences. But there is a layer of healing that only happens in relationship with others. When you're surrounded by people who hold space for you without judgment, your nervous system starts to recalibrate. It starts to learn that connection can be safe. I've experienced this firsthand on my own healing journey. When I finally connected with people who truly saw me, who didn't expect me to have it all together, who didn't make me feel like I had to hide parts of myself. And friend, let me tell you, that changed everything for me. And that's exactly why I've created the Mamahood After Trauma Inner Circle, because mamas need spaces where they can feel safe and supported and understood. Healing isn't about doing it all alone. It's about learning that you don't have to. If you've been craving this kind of connection but don't know where to start, I want to leave you with a few tips to help you get started. First of all, look for values alignment. Finding communities where people are focused on growth, healing, and mutual support. Second, be intentional about safety. If someone makes you feel uneasy or misunderstood, that's not the right space for you. Honor that feeling. Third, join spaces that encourage vulnerability without pressure. Healing spaces should feel like an invitation, not an obligation. And finally, give yourself permission to step back if you need to. If you're feeling overwhelmed, it's okay to take a break. Trust yourself. Mama, I want you to hear me when I say this. You deserve safe, supportive relationships. If you've struggled to find that, it's not because you're broken. It's because you haven't been in the right space yet. And if you've been craving a safe, supportive community where you can heal with others, I'd love to invite you to join the Mamahood After Trauma Inner Circle. It's a space where mamas like you can feel safe to share, heal, and grow without judgment. I invite you to check out the link in the show notes if you're interested. You are so capable of healing, and you don't have to figure it out alone. Thank you so much for being here with me today. If this episode resonated with you, it would mean the world to me if you'd share it with a mama friend who needs to hear it too. You've got this, mama. Until next time. Thanks for listening to Mamahood After Trauma. If today's episode resonated with you, make sure to grab your Unlocking Peace guide from the link in the show notes to start your healing journey with practical tools. Remember, mama, you're not alone in this. Together, we're mending the past so mamas can mama in peace. See you next time.